Introducing Instagram Teen Accounts, a new way to keep your teen safer as they grow, like making sure they always have their seatbelt on.
All right, buckle up. Good job.
New Instagram Teen Accounts, automatic protections for who can contact your teen and the content they can see.
Did you know that parents rank financial literacy as the #1 most difficult life skill to teach? Meet Greenlight, the debit card and money app for families. With Greenlight, you can set up chores, automate allowance, and keep an eye on your kids' spending with real-time notifications. Kids learn to earn, save, and spend wisely, and parents can rest easy knowing their kids are learning about money with guardrails in place. Sign up for Greenlight today at greenlight.com/podcast.
What if I told you that right now, millions of people are living with a debilitating condition that's so misunderstood, many of them don't even know that they have it. That condition is obsessive compulsive disorder, or OCD. I'm Dr. Patrick McGrath, the Chief Clinical Officer of NoCD. And in the 25 years I've been treating OCD, I've met so many people who are suffering from the condition in silence, unaware of just what it was. OCD can create overwhelming anxiety and fear around what you value most, make you question your identity, beliefs, and morals, and drive you to perform mentally and physically draining compulsions or rituals. Over my career, I've seen just how devastating OCD can be when it's left untreated. But help is available. That's where NoCD comes in. NoCD is the world's largest virtual therapy provider for obsessive compulsive disorder. Our licensed therapists are trained in exposure and response prevention therapy, a specialized treatment proven to be incredibly effective for OCD. So visit nocd.com to schedule a free 15-minute call with our team. That's nocd.com.
Attention sports enthusiasts, keep the adrenaline pumping and elevate your game day with Chumba Casino. It's completely free to play. No purchase necessary. Whether you're cheering from the stands, on the move, or relaxing at home, Chumba Casino brings the thrill of social casino directly to your fingertips. Experience the ultimate social casino adventure with reels of casino-style games, offering hundreds of exciting options to choose from and fresh new releases every week. There's always something new and thrilling to explore. From action-packed social slots and classic blackjack to engaging bingo and solitaire, the fun never stops. Plus, enjoy generous daily login bonuses and a fantastic free welcome bonus to kickstart your social gaming journey. Dive into the excitement. Discover a world where you can play for your chance to redeem some serious prizes and have a blast along the way. Don't miss out. What are you waiting for? Join now and immerse yourself in nonstop fun and adventure with Chumba Casino. Get in on the action today at ChumbaCasino.com and make every day a Chumba day. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus TNC supply.
Stoveleg Media. Igniting conversation.
Welcome to True Crime to Go. What can I get for you?
Let me get a police officer badge, maybe an official-looking jacket, a tactical vest. What do you mean you don't have those? Come on.
Pull up to the second window and we'll see you next crime.
Welcome to True Crime to Go. I am John, here with Jamie. How are you doing, man?
I'm good. Did the menu say they were out of tactical vests? Is that why you were so mad? Or
I don't look at the menu. I just order whatever I want, you know?
And then get mad when they don't have it. That
is the most John thing.
Typical
out of all John
bad
things.
Customer behavior. Yeah, today's case, if you were to be involved in this, you would need an official outfit, an official uniform, rather. And it's not a lot of fun.
I'm surprised. I mean, we're going to talk about it in a minute, but remind me to tell you about what I had to buy recently on Amazon. It flows nicely into this story.
I can't wait. So, yeah, we got 10 minutes. Get us rolling.
So we're going to be talking about a pretty disturbing case out of Florida that involves impersonation, kidnapping, and just a frightening reminder of how easy it is to get official-looking gear online, and I mean, particularly Amazon. So we're going to be talking about Latrance Battle. So on April the 10th, so just earlier this month, a 52-year-old woman from Florida allegedly carried out a kidnapping at a hotel in Panama City. Tell us some more.
Battle is accused of entering the hotel where her ex-boyfriend's wife worked and posing as an agent with the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, better known as ICE. Very controversial department right now. Really the face of capturing and deporting people that are no longer welcome in the United States. So it's a pretty heavy topic right now. And to be bold enough to do this, she reportedly wore a shirt that was labeled ICE and even handed the woman a business card to make her claim seem legitimate.
Authorities say the victim, who is in the process of obtaining legal residency in the United States, believed that Battle was truly an immigration agent, and she feared what would happen if she did not comply with the demands that Latrance is requesting. But instead of heading to an official location like, immigration office or
any government office, yeah.
Apparently, Battle drove this woman to an apartment complex and made very concerning statements along the way, suggesting the victim would be punished for the actions of her husband.
Yeah. Again, the victim here does not know that Battle used to date her husband, or at least who she is at this point.
Right.
At some point, she started to realize something wasn't right. And again, this whole situation had to be really awkward and uncomfortable. When they got to the apartment complex, she managed to escape and contact authorities. Thankfully, before she was physically harmed. The police got there quickly, they reacted quickly, and they sought to find out what was actually happening here. They didn't write it off as a prank. They didn't just let it go. They found and arrested Battle the very next day on April 11th.
And she now is facing some serious charges, including kidnapping, falsely impersonating an officer while committing a felony, and robbery. And that is, we'll keep you posted on this one. And I thought it was interesting, Jamie, just because of how prominent ICE is in the news right now. But this weekend, I was in a play, and I had to look like a security officer. So I borrowed a tactical vest from a buddy of mine, but it didn't have any labels on it. He was a police officer, and he took his police officer logos off because they're all Velcro. So I was like, well, they have to sell like security ones. So I looked, Jamie, they sold the vests on Amazon. I could have them delivered the same, like the next day. They have police, they have ICE, they have FBI, any kind of logo you want that looks legit and official. I just got the security guard one, but it is just mind-blowing to me that in the world we live in today, you have instant access to all of these things to do God knows what with,
Yeah, that certainly makes it tough to know what to believe. I was listening to a podcast yesterday that wasn't crime related. It was talking about AI and how hard it is to know what's real and what's not when we're seeing photos, when we're watching videos. And now when we even see people in uniform, how are we to know that they are legitimate? She even had a business card made up, which anybody can make up a business card for any business at any time. So it's really never been easier to pretend to be somebody you're not.
Well, and that's the advice that these official places will tell you is like, make sure that they properly identify themselves. Well, if you can go buy the attire online for next to nothing, you can also make a laminated ID card. So yeah. It's really unfortunate. I mean, this poor woman was going about her workday, minding her own business, and she's kidnapped because she thinks that this woman is legitimately like a federal agent.
And remember, she got away before she was physically injured, but there's still trauma that goes with that. There's still probably problems at work that come back with that. She very well may have gotten in trouble at work. Obviously, she had done nothing wrong, but the appearance of being taken out by authorities does a lot to damage your reputation. So certainly not cool. I do find it odd, and we see this more and more, I feel like, in the charges, that one of the charges was impersonating an officer while committing a felony. We're tacking that on to a lot of charges nowadays, and it just strikes me as odd that we have charges that are committing a crime while committing a crime.
Right.
Anyway.
Yeah, it goes a step further than just impersonating a police officer.
It basically allows for harsher sentences, which in this situation she should get it. But I don't know. Just an odd way to enforce that, I suppose.
I thought this one was really interesting in the timing of it when I just had to literally buy all these same things, similar things. I again, just cannot believe that anyone in the world has access instantly to these things.
Well, I mean, should we regulate that? Like, we regulate it in that you can't actually pretend to be them, but are we going to start taking things off the shelf like that?
I guess, other than a play where you're acting out this kind of character, what other reasons would I need an FBI, ICE, or security or police badge or logo for my shirt?
To carry out a felony while carrying out a felony?
Precisely.
Yeah, I don't, there really is no good, like kids for Halloween, maybe?
Yeah.
I don't know. My son was recently asking to buy like a little airsoft gun, and he kept bringing me, he's like, hey, let's get this one. And they all looked like real guns. And I was like, no, that is the worst idea. You got to get something that's got the bright orange tip and is like pink and says toy really big on it to not let people think you have an actual weapon in our neighborhood. Our neighborhood's, we got some protectors around here.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I think they would not harm your child. I don't know. Depending on the day, maybe.
Depends on the day. No, John, this is super interesting. It's, I'm actually surprised we don't hear about this more often. I guarantee it happens more than we hear about it, but yeah, we'll let you know if we find out that Miss Battle, when she gets sentenced, and what actually happens there if they decide to set a precedent or make an example. I think this is something that's not going away anytime soon.
All right, guys, we appreciate you tuning in each and every day.
This has been a crime story in 10 minutes or less.
Would you like crime with that?
Did you know that parents rank financial literacy as the #1 most difficult life skill to teach? Meet Greenlight, the debit card and money app for families. With Greenlight, you can set up chores, automate allowance, and keep an eye on your kids' spending with real-time notifications. Kids learn to earn, save, and spend wisely, and parents can rest easy knowing their kids are learning about money with guardrails in place. Sign up for Greenlight today at greenlight.com/podcast.
You've listened to True Crimecast, distributed by Stoveleg Media. Check out stoveleg.com to find out more about your hosts and to find other podcasts to listen to. Stoveleg Media, igniting conversation.